This is the 49th video in a set of videos that study the 101 laws of the Code of the Success Mindset. In this video, we're going to explore the 49th law, the Law of Intelligent Renunciation. In a world where everyone believes that success means adding more and more to their lives, the Law of Intelligent Renunciation forces us to confront a deeper truth. Sometimes, to achieve the financial prosperity we dream of, especially in the mature stage of life, we must release what no longer helps us grow. Renunciation is not about losing. Renunciation is about choosing. It's about clearing space so that new opportunities can exist. Think about your financial journey like climbing a mountain. At the base, it's easy to carry many things: old fears, beliefs about money from childhood, relationships that drain your energy, habits that sabotage your progress. But as the climb becomes steeper, every extra ounce weighs heavily on your ascent. When you're determined to reach your financial peak, you must open your backpack and look at what is slowing you down. Intelligent renunciation is the courage to let it go. Many individuals keep outdated beliefs about money, thinking they must suffer to earn, or that wealth is reserved for others. They cling to jobs that don't align with their purpose because they fear instability. They invest time and energy in friendships that don't support growth. And worst of all, they stay emotionally loyal to their old identity, the person who earned less, achieved less, dreamed less. That loyalty keeps them stuck. When you renounce outdated financial behaviors, you make space for strategic thinking, new sources of income, better decisions, and a healthier relationship with money. Consider the story of Claire. She worked in a job that drained her enthusiasm. Deep down, she knew she had potential for more, but the comfort of a steady paycheck and the fear of risk held her hostage. One day, she renounced that comfort and started a small business aligned with her passion. The first months were difficult and uncertain, but by releasing what no longer served her, she built something meaningful. When she let go, new financial doors opened. Her income grew. Her confidence expanded. Her life aligned. Compare that to Robert. He had the same dream, but never renounced what kept him trapped. He stayed where he was, convincing himself that now isn't the right time. That phrase became his prison. By refusing to release the old, he renounced the new. And so nothing changed. Intelligent renunciation is not impulsive. It's strategic, measured, conscious. It asks, what in my life is preventing financial growth? What beliefs block my progress? What relationships reduce my potential? What habits consume my resources without return? After midlife, the cost of holding on becomes extremely high. Time becomes more valuable. Energy becomes precious. Opportunities become narrower, and every attachment to the past can delay the prosperity you deserve. When you renounce wasteful spending, you gain resources for investment. When you renounce disorganization, you unlock clarity. When you renounce self-doubt, you open the gates of possibility. Intelligent renunciation is the art of subtraction to create multiplication. Look into your financial life. That subscription you don't use. That relationship that constantly borrows your energy. That fear of changing careers. That habit of instant gratification. Each of those elements takes up space. The more unnecessary weight you carry, the harder it becomes to ascend. Intelligent renunciation demands honesty. It invites you to evaluate, without guilt, what belongs and what must go. The mature individual who learns to release becomes powerful. They free mental bandwidth to learn new skills, embrace opportunities, and make better financial decisions. Fear tries to convince you that renouncing something means losing something important. But most of the time, you are losing nothing worth keeping. You are simply clearing the doorway to your future. Prosperity requires room to grow. When your life is overcrowded with outdated ideas, there is no space left for abundance. For example, imagine you keep working in a job you hate because it feels safe. But safety without meaning becomes a slow spiritual death. You renounce dreams. You renounce happiness. You renounce the future. Intelligent renunciation flips that dynamic. You renounce the fear instead. You renounce stagnation. You renounce excuses. To apply this law, ask yourself powerful questions. What beliefs about money came from your parents, school, or culture that no longer apply? What relationships cost you more than they give? What habits drain your wallet without improving your life? What personal identity are you protecting that prevents financial expansion? When you answer honestly, you'll see that your greatest obstacles are not external. They are in your mind, your circle, your habits, and your comfort zone. Intelligent renunciation is the moment you decide, enough. You deserve a financial life aligned with the person you are becoming, not the one you used to be. This law also teaches that sometimes you must renounce short-term pleasure to gain long-term prosperity. Cancel unnecessary debt-creating purchases. Renounce comparing yourself to others. Renounce the illusion that financial miracles happen without discipline. Renounce the belief that starting later means finishing smaller. It's not true. Many of the most prosperous individuals discovered their success after midlife. But they shared a common factor. They let go of what held them back. When you renounce what is outdated, you gain focus. Focus is your most valuable currency in this stage of life. It fuels learning, decision-making, investing, and building. Without letting go, focus fragments. And when focus fragments, money leaks. Letting go makes your financial mind sharper. It strengthens discipline. It fuels growth. You may be afraid to renounce relationships that drain you financially or emotionally, but ask yourself, does loyalty to suffering honor your future? Does pleasing others build your prosperity? Intelligent renunciation is not selfishness. It is protection. You protect the mission of your future by removing what compromises it. Your dreams are not toys. They require seriousness. As you move forward, understand this law deeply. Renunciation is not empty space. It is invitation. When you cut the rope that holds you to the past, the future pulls you upward. You begin to see new possibilities, better opportunities, healthier habits, more profitable decisions, more aligned partnerships. Everything expands when you release what shrinks you. So ask yourself, starting today, what am I still holding that belong to an older version of myself? What beliefs keep me small? What habits keep me tired? What relationships keep me broke? What routines keep me blind? Answer honestly, then renounce with courage. Financial prosperity in the mature stage of life is not about how much you add, it's about how wisely you remove. When you clear the clutter from your finances, your calendar, your relationships, and your mind, abundance flows. Intelligent renunciation is not the end of something important. It is the beginning of something better. If you liked it, show it with a like. Comment what you think. Share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe with the notifications on. Knowledge only matters when you take action. Check out the link below in the first comment and take the next step.